It all started with a moment of humiliation. A restless, fidgety 5-year-old boy had his ears boxed in front of the class, a punishment that left him crying all the way home. That small-town act of cruelty ignited a lifelong battle against injustice. That boy would grow up to become Clarence Darrow, the greatest criminal lawyer of his time. Darrow's journey began in Ashtabula, Ohio, where he handled his first case, a dispute over a second-hand harness worth just £1. To Darrow, it wasn't about the money but the principle. He fought that case for 7 long years, through 7 courts, and eventually won. Early in his career, Darrow worked as a schoolteacher, but one day inspiration struck when he overheard a blacksmith passionately arguing a legal case. Fascinated by the power of words and reason, Darrow borrowed the blacksmith's law books and began his self-taught journey into the legal world, studying while his students solved math problems. But his small-town ambition soon met a crushing insult. When buying a house, the seller's wife scoffed, "I don't believe you'll ever earn £700 in your life." Furious, Darrow left Ashtabula for Chicago, determined to prove her wrong. In Chicago, Darrow's career took off. From making just £60 in his first year to becoming the general attorney for a major railway, Darrow seemed destined for wealth and prestige. But his sympathies lay with the underdog. During a violent railway strike, he shocked everyone by resigning and choosing to defend the strikers instead of the powerful corporations. Darrow's most famous case was the defense of Leopold and Loeb, 2 young men who committed a brutal murder. Despite their guilt, Darrow fought passionately to spare them from the death penalty, arguing against the wave of hatred that had engulfed the public. "I am strongly against killing," he declared. "No client of mine has ever been put to death." Darrow's fight against injustice wasn't without personal cost. He was once accused of bribing a jury. During his trial, a former client approached him and said, "You saved me from the gallows once. Now you're in trouble, and I'd like to help you out. I'll kill the chief witness against you, free of charge." Darrow declined but appreciated the sentiment. In his later years, Darrow reflected on his life in his autobiography. He wrote, "I have snatched as much enjoyment as possible from the stingy fates. Each day must be sufficient unto itself. How endless the unexplored road appeared, and how short the foot-worn trail seems now." Clarence Darrow, a man who turned humiliation into a lifelong crusade for justice. From a small-town insult to the greatest courtrooms in America, Clarence Darrow's legacy reminds us that even the smallest moments can shape a life of extraordinary impact.